Hi everyone, my name is Melissa. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Today I am filming my 34 and 35 week twin pregnancy update, and I had gone on YouTube earlier this week just to say that I am still pregnant and I didn't film a 34-week update just because there wasn't very much to update symptom-wise and pregnancy-wise. And it had also been a really busy week because our daughter's second birthday fell this Tuesday. So we were busy with that, but there's a little bit to talk about today. I can't believe that we've made it this far. That is just unbelievable to me. And we are so excited to be pretty much almost at the 36-week mark at this point. And so we are so blessed and lucky, and we are getting really anxious and nervous and excited to meet the babies and find out who they are, what they look like, what gender they are, because we still don't know that. In terms of my appointments, we had an ultrasound last week. Baby A was measuring 5 pounds, 14.5 ounces approximately. And then baby B was measuring 4 pounds, 6 ounces. So they were both still gaining weight. They were slightly concerned about a measurement of baby A's or baby B's head. You can actually even see in the ultrasound, baby A has like a really round circular head, and then baby B's head's a little bit more like long and narrow. So they were just, there was a few things that it could be just the way it's developing. Baby B was breech for quite some time. So when the head is breech and in my ribs, sometimes they say it can give that oval shape as opposed to a round shape. And or they are just running out of space in general because baby A has the whole pelvis and is presenting first. So they have the whole lower pelvic floor to themselves, and then baby B's head is sort of right where baby A's body and bum and back are, so they don't have as much room to grow. So they are just keeping a close eye on baby B's head measurement right now. We had another ultrasound this week. Both babies scored 8 out of 8 on the ultrasound, but they were not able to measure the weight this week because 2 weeks hadn't passed yet. So as of right now, my weight gain is at 36 pounds, and so a total of 156, and I'm definitely feeling it. I have definitely been holding some water retention for sure. I can't wear my rings anymore. My fingers are like sausage fingers now. So I've noticed a lot of swelling, mostly in my hands. I don't know, I don't notice it so much in my feet or my legs yet, but anyway, that is definitely a symptom I've noticed this week. Also, I have noticed that I have been a lot more tired. I've had to take a nap like almost every day this week, and I don't know if it was because we had our daughter's birthday party on the weekend, so getting ready for that. I've also allowed myself to start doing a little bit more now that I'm at the 35-week mark, so I think that just drained me a little bit. And also, just with her birthday falling on Tuesday, we were trying to keep her as busy as possible. We also have been at quite a few appointments lately, not just baby related, but my daughter had a checkup. I also booked my teeth cleaning because I wanted to get that in once before the babies come, and then I have a hair appointment next week if I make it. So there was just a lot going on this week, and I have allowed myself to do a little bit more because we're sort of close to the really safe mark. I can't believe I've made it this far, to be honest, but I've been allowing myself to do more just because if the babies were to be born at this point, I don't necessarily need to be like on the bed rest that I've been doing because they would be totally fine in terms of their size and their weight. I'm sure they still have maybe potential issues with gaining weight quickly or potentially breathing and latching, and I think blood sugar levels and bilirubin are still a concern, but again, not nearly as scary as, let's say, when we were in labor at 30 weeks. So we are almost there. I've met all my goals. 36 is like my new goal, which is in a few days. So I think we might make it. It is Easter weekend and our daughter was born on Easter Sunday, so the joke was either the twins would be born on her birthday, March 27th, or if not, they'd be born Easter Sunday again. So that is in 2 days. We will see. I keep joking to my husband that every nap I get will be my last. So I'm like, one of these is going to be the last nap I'm ever going to have for a really long time. But so far we're still pregnant and I'm feeling good. Otherwise, I don't think there's any other symptoms, major symptoms. Oh, I did have one night of like extreme heartburn, which was new to me. I think it was just because I ate a lot of crappy food that day, and that kept me up. It woke me up in the middle of the night and kept me upright from like 3 till 5 a.m. because I just could not shake it, and I just stayed upright and drank a ton of water, and it finally went away, but it was brutal. So if you are suffering from heartburn, I am so sorry. So far, I've been lucky enough to avoid it, and that was the only time it happened. So I'm chalking it up to what I ate that day and hoping that it doesn't come back. Otherwise, no major new symptoms. I think my midwife did measure my fundal height this week, and she measured it at about 42 and a half, almost 43 inches. I would think she's measuring in inches. And then I measured my belly all the way around this week, and it was 43 inches as well. So that is where we're at in terms of measurements. We did talk to my OB about potentially stopping the strict or moderate bed rest that I'm on and the progesterone suppositories that have been helping with my dynamic cervix. So she wants us to keep going on those until next week. Once we hit the 36-week mark, she's a little bit more happy with that number, and so we will stop doing the progesterone suppositories. And I'm already not really doing the bed rest thing. It's been a couple weeks of me allowing myself to do a little bit more each day, but in terms of how strict it is, I think next week I'll just let myself try to do as much as I can without, overdoing it, and then we'll see what happens. We did book an induction date just in case. Nobody can believe I've made it this far, so they booked it just because they wanted to reserve a spot and because I might miraculously just make it to 37. So we have an induction date scheduled for April 12th. So if the babies don't come before that on their own, their birthday will likely be April 12th. So we are super excited. It gives us sort of an end date, something to look forward to, something to work towards. I want my body to go into labor naturally, but if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. So I get to maybe try and do all the little tips and tricks and try out all the wives' tales that people say will put you into labor starting week 37, just to see if we can avoid an induction, but if not, it is what it is. So that's sort of where we're at today. We are so excited to be where we're at, and I guess it's just a waiting game at this point. So whether or not I'll have a 36-week update to film, I don't know. It might be a labor and delivery story instead, but stay tuned, and we are so thankful and grateful for all the love and support and prayers everybody's been sending us. So thank you so much. And we will see you in our next update, and I'm going to do a quick little belly bump shot, maybe my last one, for you right now too. So thanks again, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this update and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Belly bump from